I'm back. Roads Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe and join the Road Squadron. Today, let's talk about this Rise of Skywalker box office trend. Okay. Some predictions are starting to come out from Box Office Pro, and Cinema Blend has done an article on it. I'm not going to bore you by reading it. Okay. We're just going to highlight real quick. They are saying projected opening weekend 185 to 225, opening weekend estimate for 3 days 200 million. Domestic total range 550 to 750. In case you're wondering, Last Jedi did 632 domestic. Force Awakens did 248 open. Last Jedi did 220 open. Okay. Now, so what does this mean? Well, here's the issue. I gotta keep it real with you and tell you that domestically 550 to 750 is pretty freaking good. Okay. Regardless, it's good. But here's the problem for Star Wars movies. Internationally, Star Wars movies are not like MCU movies. They're not like a lot of these films that blow up. For example, Terminator will probably do about 25% of its total business in the U.S. The rest, 75% of that gross on Terminator Dark Fate will be worldwide. That movie will be big worldwide. You can probably figure it'll make $400 million overseas. It may only make $100 million here. May not make that much. Star Wars is in a pickle when it comes to international box office totals. Star Wars is in a trend where it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 48 to 52, 53%. Okay, so now that still puts you in that $1 billion range. Some might say, well, that's pretty good. But not for the ending movie of the Skywalker saga. It's not good. The thing about it is, the way this works, your first movie is always your biggest, okay? And when I ran my horror website, I literally did a weekly, for a decade, I did a weekly every Sunday column on the box office. And the way this works in a trilogy is the first movie does the biggest business. Then the second movie drops. The third movie, generally speaking, goes up about 20-25% from the previous movie. However, this is a whole new case study in a way, because nobody has ever seen fallout from a picture that we have seen from The Last Jedi. A fractured fan base, sections of fans, TFA fans that hated The Last Jedi, Last Jedi lovers, people that hate everything involved in the sequel trilogy. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 or 5 different layers of fans right now. So we don't know how all that's going to react. We don't know how all that's going to percolate and come together. When I go do my review, I'll come back, and one of the things that I really touch on is rewatchability. Okay? Avengers Endgame, I saw it 4 times. It was extremely rewatchable. I enjoyed the movie. Last Jedi, I went and saw 1 time. That was it. First Star Wars movie I did not give a second viewing to until it came out on video. And I watched it a second time, still hated it, maybe even worse. And then, of course, we did a watch party on this channel so we could make fun of it for 2.5 hours and pick it apart. If I come back and I'm like, you know what? It's not a terrible movie. I'm going back to see it. Right there, it's better than the previous movie, which I think we all expect it will be. I think this movie's somewhere down in the 900 to 1.1 billion dollar range, and that's a failure because by normal box office trilogy standards, It should be, unless you have an anomaly like The Dark Knight that just blows everything out of proportion in the middle film. But this movie should be something like 1 point. I did a statistical run on this movie. It should do 1.5 to 1.6 billion, statistically speaking, based on breakdown of numbers. It should actually split the difference between The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I will tell you, I went to buy tickets, and it looks to me like the sales, when I bring up local theaters, some of the screens are sold out, some of them are not, is on par with about this same time for The Last Jedi. The Force Awakens, there were more screens sold out. Solo, there wasn't a screen, coming close to sold out anywhere. Everything was available. Yeah, you name it, you want it, Solo, you could get in it, okay? But I will tell you, tickets for this movie are selling. So, but are they selling at Force Awakens levels? No. Are they selling at The Last Jedi's levels? That's kind of what it looks like. At least from my local 100,000 town, 2 large theaters, that's what it looks like to me, comparably speaking. Okay. You tell me what you think about these box office predictions. It is the international box office that's going to cause an issue here. Because if that trend continues and this makes 500 mil here and it only makes 400 mil overseas, then oh shit, they're going to be in a bind. Peace them out. Oh, also, you will start seeing even more content on this channel. I'm going to start trying to ramp this thing up. Road Squadron, share these videos out. We're about to try to blow this channel. If we're going to do this, we're really going to do this. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.